So it is probably what, 5 o'clock, 5:30 down there? I can't see my watch, actually, can I? It is 10 to 6. I've been up since about 3:50. My throat is dry as hell, and I can't really do much about it because I'm not in the mood to joke for it, and some sort of like the separating option John Jeff on YouTube, literally. And if I do not have my friend coming over today, I'm gonna be doing because it would mean we're leaving here by 7 and getting back at like 8:30. I'm gonna be if that doesn't happen, I'm gonna be cleaning this place up before MW2's campaign comes out, so that I have nothing to do inside when it happens. Laundry, you name it, all of it's gonna be either running or whatever, and hopefully it will suffocate. It literally, my throat's so dry in every sense that it literally feels like my trachea is being crushed, but it's not painful, so fuck it. But I'm gonna be drinking consistently today, I think. I just don't have the care to get out of bed. My back's almost sore from being in bed. But I don't have the brain space to get up and do stuff. So we'll see how things work. But yeah. So I'm going to lose my voice. I'm sort of surprised that all it is a bit more deep or mellow. But my throat's totally dry, coming up to my mouth, and I can't really do a lot because I know that water's not going to do a whole lot. It's not my first rodeo. It's 6:33ish right now, 6:35, and I've already decided what I'm going to get for breakfast. It'll be lunch. And I'm going to town, and God, I feel like I have a Western fucking accent. I'm just gonna see what I can do before 7:30ish or whenever we are going, because it's cold. There's a cold breeze coming right at me from behind my PC because my window is right there. And it's open, over halfway, but it's the only airflow, it's the only direction that wind actually comes in. So if that window's open all the way, if the fan's on, which is right there, I have to have it facing a whole that window will go out and under like now. So this window's always open. The only airflow control I really use is the pushing the blinds for it, which have been closed up until last evening. But in general, I'm cold. I just put on my hoodie, so I'm hoping that will help a bit somehow the rest of the day. But the wind is still, and it's dark, and I'm not going to do it. I also just checked to see how many more Woofer videos are actually on my hard drive that I haven't uploaded. 80 fucking 2. Now, in my defense, there was a folder that partially contained montage clips because you montage and stuff, which they're to be combined into one video. They're not like three montage videos. It's just 3 videos that are going to be put in one montage. But there's a lot of great videos that I remember overviewing, and they just never got uploaded. So I don't know what the fuck to do with them. Most of these are unnamed. Like, this is the bottom of the folder, like the top 30. But most of them are unnamed. So I'm going to have to see which ones I can check which ones I can turn towards an achievement sort of video, so I can have like the Forgive the Cell Challenge and you know, P90 and all that crap, and have those sort of in one, and have sort of the achievements part in another with you know, the gameplay or something like that, so it's one video instead of 3 and then upload that. But I don't know, because there's a lot. Not happy about that, but yeah.
Okay, so I have gotten my Subway for this morning, and yes, Subway in the morning because I've been up since 4. It's currently 8:40, and I have a long day ahead of me. Got my milk in my ice cap. I have mailed my letter, and I have some grilled cheese for lunch, for my actual lunch. The wind has picked up a lot even since I've been here, from the time that we got here. Like, I'm 99% sure that we already have it running where we are. The clouds moved in really fast. So I'm not really worried about beating the rain at this point, because I'm pretty sure we're already getting wet over there. Now there's a thunderstorm warning for us at the same time as, ironically, the wind wasn't supposed to be this bad, but it is supposed to snow in a day or two, so, you know, that would sort of explain. So I have my method figured out for covering up all the wood and all that crap and getting things sort of tucked in, and I'm not even going to bother with doing the hay right now because I can't do it myself. Actually, no, wait, that's not even in the same spot. That makes sense. But we'll see what happens. But hopefully it's not windy as hell when I get home, because my hair's not short. It'll get my way. I'm not complaining. It's just annoying. It's a wind nuisance. And we don't usually have it here,
So I don't know what's happening right now, but it took a good 30 minutes before it actually started doing this. Now, obviously, the download's done. The problem is it's downloading legitimately, but the only thing that's actually got anything to do is the disc. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but okay. Bright side, it means I have enough time to do some other things. Downside is it's gonna take time off what I have this afternoon. It's also raining out now. It was when it was spitting out, slowly getting worse while I was cleaning the shed and stuff, but yeah. And I think the coyotes might be at the beaver dam down the property. But I find that very interesting. So I've still got 35-ish minutes on it. It's going between 35 and 40. So, and it's basically 11 now, so I am going to do some kitchen work and deal with that, and keep drinking because my throat's sore as hell. It doesn't hurt, but it's one step away from it. It's annoying as hell right now because I can feel it 100% of the time. And of course I'm coughing whenever I sit up, which doesn't help it. My ice cap isn't helping it, and hey, I'm glad it's not cold in here. That's all I can say. I don't know how it's not cold in here, given the fact that windows are open and it's freaking, you know, rain and shit, and it's not cloudy, but it's not, which is nice. Even he knows it's cold. He hasn't come out of his car in like 24 hours now, but he's doing the same thing. But let's see how things go. So 90% of the dishes are done. Utensils are just about all that's left. I hate doing utensils. Yes, it's a dishwasher, but I still hate doing that. I got tired of standing, so I turned the washer on because pretty much everything else is in anyways. And about 10 minutes left for MW2 should be playable. I'm exhausted.
I'm debating going through the rest of the monolithic folder for the cleanup process. But I'm going to be cutting a corner just because of the timing, and instead of just leaving things right away, anything that I'm going to be keeping, I'm putting in 2 folders between keep and edit. Right now they're empty because I just made them. But aside from those 2 folders, everything that isn't, going to be kept is just going to be thrown out right away. Another 20 gigabytes got deleted this morning before I left because I didn't know when I was going to be back exactly in terms of how long I was going to take to do the shed and all that stuff, and with the weather and all that, so I didn't know if I was going to be playing right away, so I cut down that time by just removing the stuff so that I didn't have to think about an empty recycle bin or a full one. I've had my sort of lunch breakfast thingy, 11:23, and throat's still annoying, but it's getting a little bit better. And I'm just chilling. Clubs are cycling through. So, the Tim Hortons is totally full of cars, so I didn't even bother going to the drive because it wasn't moving. I got the roofing nail, that's not roofing, it's framing nails, but I got 2 packs of them because I wasn't sure that one was enough, given how many we're going to need because of where the shed's going and how strong the wind can get. So, I figured buying more would be easier than having to go back. In about an hour I'll be back home. It's 3:25 and be about 4:30 by the time I'm back home. And then I can continue recording the campaign with you on pause right now. So just really nothing. Well, right now I'm talking to Vortex on Instagram, which I never thought I'd be doing, but his Discord got hacked off, I told you guys. So he's trying to resolve that. He was waiting for an email back. We're just talking back and forth. Explains why I never got a reply in Discord. But hoping things work out. And oh my god. I've never had an account get hacked, but I'd be fucking pissed if it did happen. So wish I'd luck, Vortex. Well, I just finished the MW2 campaign. Sounds really weird saying 2, but whatever. There was a few surprises, especially one at the very end, and I called the frickin' thing. Literally. I called it, I knew exactly what it was. I didn't believe myself because it was, still, as far as the story goes, impossible because the guy was dead. But, being as they brought Shepard back and stuff, I figured, and they brought Soap back, I'm like, it's Makarov. That's a spoiler. But there's a lot of surprises. There's 17 missions in this game, and none of them are short. In previous games where we've had like a really long one that followed a short one, or one that was mostly all cinematics, this game was not. Every single mission was in full detail and lengthy, so it was full out. The credits for the campaign they probably take a good 10 minutes to go through. Not even joking. My throat is killing me, so I am not pain-wise still somehow, but in every other way. And it's giving me trouble swallowing. So I am going to start working on editing after editing the campaign walkthrough after break, and see just how long the video ends up being. It'll be up tomorrow, I know that for a fact. But hopefully I can have it exporting overnight as well and something. Get this straight. And we'll see how things go. But I do plan on doing the campaigns. I want to get all the challenges done for it because right now I have 2 out of 24 achievements. I believe it's 2 out of 24 achievements. I know I have 2. I just can't remember if there's 24 or 20 achievements. So I want to work on doing those, and in order of missions, obviously. And then I want to start, you know, doing better within the, what's it called, within the campaign as far as the difficulty goes, because there's several parts where you cannot really avoid getting shots, so it'll help me a lot with multiplayer, especially with the way that Infinity Ward has decided to make the dynamics of multiplayer, so comes into the player, so it'll help with that. But it's worth $80 alone just for campaign. I don't say that about a lot of things, but no shortage of surprises. So we'll see how things go. But anyone who's a massive fan of the Call of Duty franchise over the years, or at least the good CODs, you need to play this campaign. It's worth every cent, literally. It's unbelievable. So yeah, I actually made a review video that's up right now, actually, because I just wanted to get it out there. But the trailer doesn't do it justice, so we'll leave it with that and see what you guys think. So adios amigos. Okay, let's let you in. It started snowing. It's way worse than it looks on the camera, but it's been raining all morning, so it's not going to stick for a while, but it's got no sign to stop it. So, I don't know if you can play with the snow kit, but you can have it. So, I am resting in bed because I just finished spending half an hour being sick. Likely because of my eating habits over the last 12 hours and not because of my unwellness. Snow stopped a while ago and not disappointed. He was just updating and still got like an hour left on the campaign export on my computer, so I'm not using that anyways right now. Because everything else I had to use the computer for is graphics based, and my CPU fan's going full speed, and I am not in a position to cause damage, because I don't know how far I can push it, because it is not set up for overclocking or anything. I want this computer to last for a long time, so, you know, what the hell. It's worth it, campaign's amazing. Then I get to finish setting up this computer finally, and Vortex has Discord back now. So as soon as I have Discord either back on my laptop, which I don't know if I'm putting it back on my laptop because I don't have any need to use it on my laptop. When I open Discord again on a desktop device that is not mobile, because I can't do it from my phone, I get to re-add Vortex back as admin and pump up his role again, because obviously he lost all his status and everything when I kicked him from the server when his account got hacked. And he's starting work tomorrow, hopefully, interview tomorrow, whatever, so I wish him the best of luck, honestly. Wishing myself luck too, because I'm hoping to start a job between November 1st and 3rd. Somewhere around there. And it's a job that I should be able to keep if I, you know, I try just a little bit, but I need the money and the stability, so what the hell. But, yeah, it's the updates of the master. So, I'm finally re-downloading the apps and stuff that I had on the computer before I had to do the reset, and, well, apparently Sketchbook no longer exists. There's only Sketchbook Pro, which is $26, and as you can tell, does not seem to be that much of a light program. Sketchbook was free. I didn't know there was a Pro version, and apparently now I don't have that, so now I'm gonna have to get used to Paint 3D or something like that, because, well, I like that program. I have it on my fucking phone. Like, I loved using that on desktop, on this laptop. It was so nice, it was so cool. The fuck happened to the default version? So, everything is, sort of, you know, either installed or downloading right now. and unlike most people where they probably do one program at a time, I just installed all the files, and I'm just gonna install them one at a time. That is still updating, but Microsoft takes forever to update anything, so I don't expect that to be done anytime soon. But my list that I made on my phone of all the programs to put back on it is done. A couple of them I switched out with other things, and one of them was Sketchbook, obviously, because I can't get it now. And on the SD card is all the files that were on it, because I had a copy of everything before I wiped it. It's still technically in OneDrive, but that's probably being deleted as soon as this is done, just because they're going to be outdated as soon as I start using the computer again. And let's put it this way, I absolutely hate having files in multiple locations. Well, I don't know if it's the fact that I'm not, that I'm a little bit sick or not, or if it's the fact that I'm recovering from a very painful sick trip, probably an hour ago now, but I don't feel like doing anything. I'm like, I am totally on board to just like kill myself tomorrow and the day after doing shit non-stop, but not today. The problem is I haven't been doing anything for like 2 hours. It's 3 o'clock, and I don't want to do anything. It's gonna be dark soon, and I can think of everything that needs doing, and I'm just like, I have no problem doing it. I actually want to do it. I just not today, not right now. Mind you, when you have stomach issues, that's what happens. So I don't know, but I'm just bored as hell. There's a cat sleeping with me and has been all day, and I wish I could say it was annoying, but the only annoying part for me actually is that when I went to upload the finished MW2 campaign, because I finally got that finished editing, I was wondering why it wasn't even a 1% upload, like it didn't seem like anything was happening. So I checked the file just on web, and it was 94 gigabytes. I'm like, fuck that. And then I realized it's an MOV file. No wonder it's so big. So it's converting to an MP4 file, so I can upload it. Hope it should bring it down considerably. Because MOV files are much bigger than MP4 files, because I know for a fact that I've recorded 10 hours before, and it's, been like maybe 34 gigabytes, and this isn't even close to that. Like, you have to make it and everything. Quite often, whatever you're recording can greatly increase the file size, because I know that, like, Splinter Cell, that game would take up next to nothing for storage, but if I was uploading an MW 2019 video, it would literally take up like 20 gigabytes for like 2 hours, or for like 6 hours. Like, it was ridiculous. So I'm hoping that it's not that situation, because otherwise it's gonna make it very complicated to make videos. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing at this point, because I woke up first thing, did everything, all the emails, and what's it called? And got going to do a finish stream. Well, I could see anniversary.
Okay, so long story short, I'm a bit shocked by this actually, and it means I have to review my Streamlabs settings, because it's obviously not a game issue, because there's no way in hell this would be realistic otherwise. And yes, my voice is going because my cough is getting more hoarse. It's getting shorter and easier to deal with, but it's getting painful and hoarse. I don't like it. So I have Rush opened, and I'm actually re-rendering the video. I originally did it in Resolve, so yeah. So the original file is 96.4 gigabytes, and it's just under 6 hours long. It's 5 hours 52 minutes. Now the problem with that is that there's no way how it should be for 50 hours of gameplay. That's what it would be. So it's sort of insane. I think I might know what the problem is, but I'm not doing it right now because I have other shit to do. And one thing I did not remember to work with is the dates for these files, because these are all from MW 2019. You'll notice the date, that's when it released. This is the first video from when I originally launched the game. I just watched like the first minute of it. I'm like, seriously? So, and this doesn't go to 2019 even, up until, where is it? That is the borderline. December 7th and then 111. There's reasons for that, but regardless. So, now I really have to figure out what to do because, most of these are probably either trash or, because there's no achievements, there's no unlocks, there's, nothing other than, kills and I'm sorry about. Unless there's 50 or less, kills, I am not editing for montage. There's no way hell I'm doing that. I know the pain. So yeah, there's a chance a lot of these are gonna get trashed. A few are probably gonna be combined with the date in the title and put in my keep folder, sort of in the memory thing, because there's no reason to upload them. But I'm really glad I have these two empty folders here, because somehow I didn't think about that. So, I don't know why, and this isn't the first time this has happened, and sometimes it happens because the, what's it called? Because a drive gets filled up, or something like that. And being as the year that these were done, is fully possible, but this video at the top, all the way down to this video, all of those, right to there, they're all 0 or 1 second long. Like, they're all failed recordings. They exist, they're not corrupt, but they aren't like, they're a frame. Which makes it really easy to sort. But this may be the most I've ever seen in one place before. And this is spanning a date from, as you can see, from 7/5 to 7/14. Like, that's a fucking week and a half. Basically. It's just shy of a week and a half. So someone explain that one to me. A lot of the videos, I've deleted like 5 videos probably. But most of the videos ended up in the edit. There's only the one in the keep, which is the original recording. But all of them are going in edit. And the reason for that is because while really bad content is really easy to edit, because you could just cut up like 30 minutes out of 31 minutes and just keep like 2 kills or whatever, and that's it. It's really easy to find and work with. It doesn't, there's a lot of them that need editing that are, really good, like 34 to like 8 sort of things, and 4 or 5 KD matches, but those still need editing. So they're all being thrown in there, and then they gotta be sorted again. And a bunch of these need editing. And by editing, I don't mean individually. I mean combining or whatever, making them more official. But I still don't know what I'm gonna do with uploading them, because the montage videos are gonna end up with the ones that are gonna be edited fully. But I still know what I'm going to do with them, because there's a lot of these that are in very good content. It's just that the game came out a bit ago. And because I don't post, or I have said I'm not posting until January, and I'm trying to keep that on my old channel that 2019 is home for, I don't know how to really work that, because I don't want to upload it on my new channel, because it's not new content. I mean, technically it is, but it doesn't really qualify just because of what the content is. So I'll figure it out. I might make a sacrifice, but I might make it a limited bonus series. Who knows? Because I know that I have clips that would fit that bill that aren't even Modern Warfare related. but I also need to reserve the Wi-Fi because I have no idea how big Warzone 2 is going to be. And I still have like 150 gigabytes going for Modern Warfare. Because only 30 gigabytes is apparently for campaign, so. Not exactly the best news. I was hoping the whole game would be downloaded because it would have saved my ass, but I mean, it works. I don't like doing this problem solving, and I am not in the mental capacity to do this because again, I'm not feeling well. My voice is going. I've been sick today. Like I'm forcing myself and pushing myself through this purely for my own benefit because I like having to clean folders. There's no reason why this needs doing. This is not like a chore where I have to do dishes on the weekend. Or I need to do laundry so I have clothes for school or something. It's not like that. This is purely self-inflicted. But I'm also bored out of my tree, partially because I'm not feeling well, so I have that boredom aspect in me. I hate it. It's just an off day, and it's fucking gloomy as hell because it was raining and it snowed a little bit, and we got the clouds and all that crap. And because it's, fucking mid-October, it's fucking dark out by 4. So, I know this season's hard for me. It always is. Always has been. But we could try. We can try. So, I have all of the higher score matches in that folder, which is more than I thought I had, so compliment me. And then we have all of everything else, and a lot of these have a lot of settings that aren't even gameplay, like they're just menu or AFK. So there's probably, out of the hours that I'm looking at right here, there probably is literally only about 2 or 3 hours of gameplay total, and it's choosing what's best out of all those, just because I did poorly for whatever reason in a match does not mean that the kills were good. So, good to go through those. But this is all going to be one project, and then I got to figure out what to do with those because they are high-scoring games, obviously. So, we'll figure that out. But it's sorted. Oh, 60-something videos. Something please kill me. Well, with the exception of the last one being 100 gigabytes. And that's only because it's a copy, it's not, what this is. It's not actually part of anything that's in here. We have got about 10 gigabytes worth of stuff. 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 and a half probably. With everything else, but even then, still cluttered. More spring cleaning. And spring cleaning is almost done. So, it's worth it. Yeah. Okay, so I have cut down the MW2 campaign size by over half, from 40 gigabytes instead of almost 100. And that's uploaded now. And I also have a pot because I have started throwing up from coughing. In fact, it's not the classic throw up, which thank God, because those would hurt my muscles. I am literally coughing, and instead of air coming up the last time, I got something else. Luckily it wasn't pure, because it would have been very hot on my tummy because I had to go to the bathroom to get rid of it. But, so apparently now I'm coughing up. Coughing something. And the reason that I use a pot instead of a bowl is the psychology, because every time I look at a bowl, whenever I feel sick, it makes me want to throw up. If I look at a pot, it's convenient as hell, and not nice in the bowl. I learned that trick a few years ago because I've been using bowls my whole life, and I got tired of wanting to throw up every time I looked at one whenever I felt a little bit sick. Even if I wasn't going to throw up, it made me want to. And I started using pots, and it doesn't have the same effect, so I can just use this, and if you have the same problem, then by all means, go for it, because it works, at least for me it does. Because I'm looking at I don't want to. My voice is also much deeper right now because it's going away. And clearing the throat doesn't do anything, and if I'm going to be up trekking. That ain't gonna help it either. So my voice might be gone in a couple of days. So that'll be fun. Silent vlogs. I'll be in one.
Well, my computer's breaking, specifically Rush, for whatever reason, I don't know why. My computer's not running hot or anything, but I'm giving it some time to chill out, because obviously it's under a lot of pressure, or it has been. I don't know how much, technically, exporting the campaign twice put it through, but, you know, significantly backlog, because it was in process, my CPU can't handle it, and I'm an idiot. But I'm giving it a break because I can't even work on the montages right now, or cutting them down bit by bit, because it's not loading the frames. So it's taking like a minute to load in the frames. It's like working on an old laptop. Taking a break from that. My stomach's a bit up again. It's a bit high, so I'm laying in bed with the pot, and we'll see what happens. But I'm not feeling so blessed about the I guess it's I'm not feeling too good about next week, honestly, because if it's taken a week and a half to get to this point in my sickness, then I don't really know how long it's going to take me to get over this, to be honest with you. On the bright side, I'm pretty sure it's not contagious. Either that or I'm 90% immune to whatever my mom had, because she ain't got no voice. It sounds like you're talking to God or Ghost whenever you talk to her on the phone. But she didn't have any acid issues or whatever. So it's a bit different, but you know, who knows what immunity with a cold or whatever does, because we don't know what the hell we got. So at least I don't have a job I have to deal with, because I'd probably just say, yeah, screw it, I'm staying home, because I don't want to be throwing up every 5 minutes because I'm in public. I probably won't get the old videos done tonight, but that's only because of what's it called? It's only because of my PC being slow and my acid issues.
Well, whether it may be at the end of this vlog or the next one, or at the end of this vlog or before this video, is a strike from Snake on the small rat that he just caught. Oh, that is his mouth. Thought he missed it for a second. Hi, guy. He is shutting. He has started shutting some stuff in his bed. I can open this. We gotta clean that out. Crap. But there's some shavings and snake shavings in the bed that you probably can't see, but there's one right here and stuff. But most of it's still attached to it. He's good. He's probably gonna feed him. Feeding him right now, and I have become a natural at doing this, so I knew how to do it. I think even scars from the first feeding have gone with it. But yeah, I was just about to pet him, but yeah, I'll give him his privacy for now, and let him be happy. Now, if you guys want to see him feeding, or you know, other strikes or whatever, go watch previous vlogs starting at vlog 7 or 8 and just skip around 4, because I do have all of that documented. So, because it just takes up a lot of my time and a lot of video space, and I have stuff to do, so you know, it's getting over with, carrying camera real quick, especially since I'm sick. It's tomorrow I might be bed with me, so I figured I'd do it right now. Watching Peaky Blinders, and I am editing. Don't be fooled by the timing. I have 20 hours, or had 20 hours of bad gameplay from 2019 to go through, and 2020 to go through. All it's old, and I'm using Resolve because it crashes in Rush, which I don't blame it for, considering the fact that I've probably put about 80 hours this week into Rush as far as importing into it, so I don't blame it for not wanting to anymore. My computer's not even choking up. It's not even running at half speed. It's a little bit laggy, but I've put this thing through a bit today, so I'm sort of not surprised. It's a lot easier to edit this shit when you only have to do the stuff that looks good and not every single fucking kill, because when you have a game where you went 14 to 22, that would be 14 edits. Or technically 28 edits if you count all... Actually, no. It would be 28 plus either 16 or 12, depending on the splits. If you do splits before and after, or splits in between, depending on if you have a clip coming first before the first kill or not. Only doing the highlights means that you can cut out everything that is not good, which there's a chance that there isn't anything good in that game, so you can cut out everything, and it is just, it's the only reason I'm here at 30.5 minutes instead of literally at like 2 minutes of, you know, in gameplay time, not in like menu time, because the first 2 minutes is in the menu actually, so it's a good thing. Oh, it's just me.
So I've gotten some videos done and edited, but only the easy ones because I have the Canucks first game, which was, yes, a disappointment, but I got their pre-game thing recorded that I have to edit, and I have the slow-mo from the night fading done now, a couple other miscellaneous things taken care of. I just don't have the care to do anything like regular. But hey, I got 6 things loaded. I feel more usable today. But that's probably because I'm hopped up on Asphalt. Last night it took 4 to get me to get the headache pressure thing from coughing low enough that I could stand up and move around. Which, for the record, the amount of Advil I've taken at once before is sort of insane, so I'm not worried about 4 Advil. It's not going to do anything, really. It's not something. It pretty much just replaced the high. And in this case, the high was just not being in nearly as much pain. It didn't do anything else. I still have the cough. But I'm, fucking 4 days behind on the vlogs? I'm not happy about it, but I can't do anything about it right now, so I'm just not thinking about it. But the Wi-Fi does reset tonight, so they'll all be uploaded by tonight. If I remember. I need to take advantage of that. I'm also considering breaking a rule for the original channel to even have the problem is I don't know if there's a point. I know that there's probably a massive point, but I don't know if there is. sort of like a 99-to-1 chance, but at the same time like a 1 to 100 chance, which is really weird, but I think it.
Well, first odd circumstance is getting better. That moth, it's one of those tiny moths that only around when there's something to pick at. It's between the glass. I can't get that out. Like, I would have to take like a super thin thing and have both of those doors closed all the way with no wire in order to get that out. It's not crushed, because obviously I got it in there on its own, but I can't get it out. I just noticed that. I don't even know when it got in there, except for it was in the last 2 days, because it wasn't there last time I checked on the sink, and that was really half ago before I got really sick briefly, so. Oh boy. You're not going to believe this, but I just went to move the left piece of glass so that I can get the thermometer back in its viewable position, and the bastard moved. The moth is alive still. See if I can get it in focus on the background. Yeah, it's not moving again. But it did move, and it wasn't like a crushed move either. It legitimately moved. It is alive. Don't know what the fuck it's doing. But okay, I guess it's warm. If I turn that light off. So, I'm almost done editing this, because apparently the last bit of it, I believe, at least it appears to be a private match from with Pixel from a while ago. But for the record, this is how bad matches got in MW1, and by that I mean MW 2019. That we spent hours in private matches with bots, playing gun game, infected, you name it, and doing all that, because the last, I think, hour and a half of this gameplay, and this isn't the only one, but it's the only one that's labeled for montaging. It's all private match. There's like one public match and the rest is private, and I remember doing this. We got fed up with the players because it was the matches were so bad that we ended up having to do private matches. Now, for the record, me and Pixel can both go 30-0 if we want to. But when there's server issues, when there's player issues, when there's bad sports and stuff, it just ruins the game. When there's campers, it ruins the game. So I remember when we did this, but obviously this isn't all online, and none of these kills are going to be glamorous. It's for the sake of having fun in the game, because we couldn't find a way to have fun online with real people. So none of this is going to be in a montage, which makes my job easier, because I just cut it all out. The problem is finding the rest of it, and despite the fact that my fan's not going very fast, which it seems to be going very slowly from that view, from the shutter speed on the camera. It is going faster than that, by the way. Davinci isn't either rendering or processing every single frame that I needed to, or that I was a day ago. I might have to restart my computer, but I'm not doing that until I'm done this, because it's going fast enough that it's like, yeah, fuck it. If I needed every kill, it'd be an issue. I would have restarted it already, but I don't, so it doesn't matter nearly as much. Starting to get cloudy, it looks like, but not by much, outside at least. Oh boy, I'm trying to think positive. I'm trying to be positive. Oh boy. I even had a cat with me for a bit. There's only 2 inside right now. And I have my magical bottle of water somewhere. So the easy part's done. I got all the stuff compiled and combined from the 6 hours that was there. Now we have
4.5 minutes, 5 minutes. Possibly 6. Because I suck at math and that's 416 and 32. And the cat that wants attention for penny. Now I get to fine tune all these so that I can make sure that there's nothing extra in them aside from what I wanted to capture. Now that I can zoom in all the way and not, you know, fly through an hour of gameplay by moving the mouse millimeter and export it. Work on the other gameplay and then combine it all from 2 exported files because I like exporting a lot better than I like combining with currently edited stuff because it confuses the hell out of me every time. So while it seems like more work, it's actually easier on the brain. Well, everything's lagging a bit today, but what the hell do I expect at the end of October? Slowly getting colder and more cloudy, but not by much. I have gotten the clips cut down, added a title in because there was something that was going to take 20 seconds to do that was technically nothing, but it was a lead up, and I'm just like, screw it, I'll put a title there and add 3 words and it'll explain it. So I did that, got everything cut down, added a special zoom at the end of one of the matches, and now we're down from probably 6 minutes to probably what, 4.5, 4:45. But it's all done, so now I can export this, put it in the thing, and forget about it until I get the rest done, and then combine them, and then put soundtrack in, and then that'll be ready for uploading. Well, all these messy numbered files are going to be going, and it's the smallest batch I've done so far. It's only 18.7 gigabytes. It's only 11 files, which, ironically, the 8th one is, the 11th one is the biggest by far, but still gone. Got all the others in another project. Let's see if Resolve crashes this time. And how many times. So, I want to apologize for the vlogs not coming out the way they're supposed to, because this is, what, 16? Might be 17? I doubt it, though. It seems a bit high. And I haven't uploaded 15 yet, I think, even. I believe I uploaded 14. But being under the weather, you can probably tell my voice is way down. It's you don't really have you still have a lag for deadlines where you get it done ASAP, but ASAP is 2 hours instead of like 10 minutes sort of thing. It just takes you that long to do it. Doesn't matter how dedicated you are, because trust me, I want to get them out and stuff. I'm happy to get them out. There's no downside to it. There's no downside to wanting to or anything like that for me. It's just taking a long fucking time. And because I don't have an intro, outro music or anything on my phone for the editing, and I do on my computer, it makes it a lot easier to do on my computer. The problem is that it doubles the process because I have to upload it, download it, and then upload it at the end, which is a pain in the ass. So it's taking a while, but it is happening. If I don't die. So this update showed up a couple days ago, but I wanted to see if there's anything else I needed at the same time. So I pressed you know, check for updates, and the feature update went away, and it just showed up now again, which I don't like. I don't know if that's a bug or not, but it pissed me off. So now that's installing because my computer's lagged for some reason. I just quit Davinci, and because it's lagging still, and I'm going to I don't know if I'm gonna do a shutdown or a restart of my computer after this, but it'll be getting a couple good restarts because I can't work with the lag. And slow is not laggy, and lag is not slow. If it's a little bit slow, I can work with that. I've been doing that with the lag, but I cannot work with the lag. The bitch. So, hopefully, this fixes things a bit. Because I don't know what the hell the problem is, because all I do is free up space on the drive. So,
And technically, the only drive that controls the speed of the computer is the system drive, which only has Windows Plus on it, so there's no way to tell that it would be full. So, that's my mistake.
So for whatever reason, I started coughing again. So the fact that my voice is this little high-pitched is, I don't know, apparently. I'm also worried I'm getting an ear infection. Not that I can do anything about it. The last time I had an ear infection when I was maybe 13 or 14. We were at the lake and, what's it called? And I got so sick from whatever sickness I had that, I was basically suffocating from coughing because my, stomach and chest muscles were so tight and so sore that I couldn't breathe. And I couldn't stop coughing. Whether it was pneumonia or not, I have no idea. But I ended up getting an ear infection and eardrum burst, which is part of the reason I'm a bit deaf right now. I'm just hoping that it's not happening to my left ear. And of course, I've been sick so many times since then that the fact that a sickness that bad would have been manifesting this lightly today is sort of expected. But still annoying. On the bright side, you can have to brush my teeth more.
So for whatever reason, because I'm an idiot and restarted my computer before the video was fully uploaded, the campaign upload got stopped at 77%, and it didn't say it was stopped because that's not how YouTube works, so I deleted it. And to make it go a bit faster, I am going to split it up into hour-and-a-half segments. There's just shy of 6 hours, it's 5 hours 52 minutes of video. So, you know, make for 3 or 4 good parts. And because I'm making it a flat hour-and-a-half for each one, easy cliffhangers because it's in the middle of the action or cutscenes or whatever. There's no in-between for that. So, which, you know, isn't done intentionally, but I'm just, you know, I just need to split it. So I'm like, hour-and-a-half works. So I'm gonna work on that, and I'm hoping by tonight to have there's no way in hell I'm gonna get the 2019 video done by tonight. I want to, but I'm not. It'll probably be by tomorrow night. But actually, what the hell am I thinking? No, I could. Just problem is I can't. That's what I like about Final Cut Pro that I hate about everything else that's on PC is that you can't multitask. You can't have something exporting or rendering at the same time as you're editing something else. So I might have to close them on at different times or overlay.
Well, I just fed him again. He took it instantly. So obviously he was still hungry, and you know, he's gonna be happy. If it was a normal size rat, if it was a medium one, because these are small ones, if it was a normal size one, which is the medium one that the only one actually that's still left in the freezer, I would have fed him again, but these ones are a bit smaller, so, you know, get that box over with. I don't know what he's doing. I've never seen him do this before. I think he just failed at trying to catch its ear. And he is shedding. So I'm trying to keep the precipitation in the tank up as normal as possible, and not let him rip his scales when he's in the tank, because he does like catching them on things. So, and with my nails getting longer and stuff, it is easier to catch on his skills too. So, let's just see what he does. But it was a legit catch. Like the last time he did this, I had to refeed it to him because he sort of barely got it and he let go of it and pitched it. But now he doesn't seem to have done that. We'll see.
So, my guy's back in his tank. I just put him back there very carefully because, of course, he just finished eating. And he's not finished digesting the one from yesterday. So, you know, being very gentle with him so he doesn't chuck it. And I was about to move the container back under there, and I noticed something. That.
Now this is the bottom inch of the tail from the rat, and it took me a second to figure out because I picked it up at first because I thought it was like a dead skin from the or a scale from the snake or whatever, but it's actually from the rat, and you know it's totally clean, dry and everything. Like there's no issue touching it, but I found it sort of interesting. I've never had that before, so I'm you know not disgusting or anything. It was interesting. So today against the better judgment, oh wow, my voice is not deep anymore, which I'm surprised by. Against the better advice of everyone, I'm going to try and set up downstairs today. My body's going to hate me, and I'll probably die. I'll probably suffocate coughing, but you know, whatever. I woke up this morning, my throat's completely dry. It's got a little bit tight feeling. It's so dry. My coughs are extremely hoarse, so the fact that my voice is as normal as it is right now is beyond me. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. Because I woke up dead. I also got more sleep than I intended to. But I'm going to try and finish the MW 2019 videos today. And get those done. And uploaded with whatever Wi-Fi's left for this month. Of course, budgeted. I gotta find out how much is left, because how much Wi-Fi is actually left. Because if I have to bridge it between whatever's left on the whatever he sets between 24th and 25th, because it resets it all day on the 24th. If I have to upload it so that it bridges a certain percentage point, so I know how fast things upload here between that time period, so that we don't run out of Wi-Fi. Then I will. Luckily, that's tomorrow. So, which reminds me, I have to reset the date on my watch because the gear for the date itself, not the day, but the date is 31. It's not set for each month, so it's the 23rd. It says 22nd. So I have to swap that. I have to turn that here and hopefully turn the right one, because one direction changes the either the time or the day, and the other one changes the date. Oh no, it's it comes out two directions, and the first direction is the day and the day coming in here. On the bright side, if I mess up the day, I can just turn around 7 times. If I mess up the date, I have to turn around 30. Anyway. That's my voice a little high pitched, so maybe they feel excited I shouldn't. So, I just got a message from the city of Vancouver again saying I had an unfilled parking ticket. The irony is they have the wrong number. So, and they sent the first text about a week. No, it was probably about 2 weeks ago. And I tried contacting them without using the phone. Because I really wasn't in the position to. Even though I wasn't sick then. And their chat just doesn't seem to reply. I don't know if it's bugged or not, but it's impossible to get a response. So I'm gonna try again. If they don't respond after an hour, I'm going to call them, because it's earlier now. It's like 10 something. So I
I have the time to spend an hour waiting for that, and then probably do other things, but yeah, it's sort of funny.
So I've now hit a new level of this cough because it's gotten worse. I have been working on ice cream as my first meal of the day. I'm not even joking because I don't have the ability to stand and wait for hot chocolate to be made. And by that I mean the kettle being done and reaching for the mix and all that. My body cannot physically do that today. All of me, while my coughing does not involve my lungs at all, my lungs are totally fine. My whole cough situation is totally in my lungs and my throat, and my esophagus. But the problem is that every single time that my lungs move or stretch or anything like that, whenever I move my body, it basically feels like my body, my esophagus is being electrocuted whenever I cough from that movement. So I'm about to do something really stupid and move some stuff around downstairs so that I can get my project crap set up, because I need something to do. And I'm going to take a couple Advil and try to go, because it hurts like a bitch. You know, what's funny is that this isn't even in my top like 100 sicknesses. Like seriously, I've been sick thousands of times, literally. And this easily makes some of the bottom of the list ones. The problem is that it does not make the pain any easier, and because of some of the physical sort of feelings that I have, you know, from the coughing or whatever, it just makes it straight up painful, or straight up a pain in the ass or whatever, and just a struggle and all that. So I'm sort of in a form of torture. So while it is a prick, it's not. Complaining and me being suffering is totally different. Because I'm not suffering right now. When I'm trying to get out of bed and stuff, and you know, I'm practically coughing up a lung, literally, because of a couple coughs. That's torture, but it's very brief, so I don't really expect it. Because I have been in torture from being sick before. This isn't it. But that does not make it any easier to get through. I hate my life. Oh, what? Now my voice. Now me clearing my throat changes my voice? Oh boy. Can this thing be any more variable? So, I'm getting a bit of a runny nose. My voice is a bit going again. And I officially have no short-term memory. I, for whatever reason, decided to finish doing my clothes. And, like from the suitcase that I was originally using to sort them and keep them organized before I got the wardrobe. And, I put my organizer up, for all the smaller things, that don't get hung up. And, because I would use a dresser. I've never liked using dressers. And the second that I finished hanging it up, I sat on my bed for a second, and I'm like, what was I doing? Why did I just do that? What was the goal? What made me think of doing that? So now I'm lying back in bed again to see if something else happens, because I apparently have no memory, retaining ability, anything like that. So I'm just watching random YouTube videos. My nose has started to become stuffy. I've had to blow it twice now. But I already know the treatment for that, and I have a blow humidifier that I can share with my snakes so that I can not have to take a shower most of the time. I'll just, you know, swap the water out, so I'll, you know, have a container that I can put the water that is for the snake tank, because it's going to be colder, obviously, and I'm going to probably have to fill it with some warm water or something like that so that it simulates a shower. I might have to read the directions to see what the hottest body's equipment is, but I mean, things cheap, so I mean, and it's put up with having dirt in it that I can't clean up. I'd have to use an air compressor, and the seal on the bottom looks like it would break if I did that, so I'm just gonna leave it.
I'm working on it, and yes, I know I'm gonna be 3 vlogs behind by the time that this day's up, but I really can't care. I have almost all the montage-based videos for Call of Duty done. I got, what I think, 2 hours left, maybe 1.5 hours left, and then that part is done, and then it's all the unnamed videos that are listed as montage or whatever. They're all just trash gameplay. That, you know, I hate reading. So putting them some good use, and that shouldn't take too long to get through, honestly, because a lot of that stuff is spare. Reading one part of one of the videos, where it's only long because I got 40 minutes of menu time, where I just went AFK. Like, in the menu, like, not in-game menu, but, like, just a guy walking around. There's like 45 minutes now in one of the videos, and because of the amount of pain in the ass time it takes to just have that cut down, or at least in Windows, and then to delete the old file and just save the new one, I didn't even bother, because I'm like, well, if I do end up saving anything from this video, I'll just cut out the rest of it, and then just delete them all once anyways, and it just saves me a lot of hassle, especially since I'm under the weather. There's no point in putting effort in, because there's a lot of extra effort that's just wasted. And there might not even be any effort put into it in the first place, because if none of the video gets used, which was the case with a couple of the montage videos where there just wasn't anything worth keeping, I just, you know, took them out. So, but yeah, that's life. And it is 4:22, and the heater's on, and it's set to 26. Because the way that you get rid of colds depends on the cold and how you feel and whatever, but for a fever and stuff, the science behind it, I've been sick 2 or 3 times legitimately since with like cold symptoms, even if it was residual like stomach flu or whatever. I ended up with a cold afterwards, and what I would do is I would turn the heater on, like the portable heater, like it's one that stands up on the ground, and it's small. It's, you know, like, you know, $50. And I would sit in front of it, or I would lie in front of it with a blanket on, and I would fry myself. My body temperature would probably get way above what it should, but it would never be unsafe or anything, and it would take the like, I would still be sick for a good couple weeks afterwards, but the fever and all that crap and the chills would be gone after like 2 days instead of it taking 5+. And I'm like, you know what, if someone handed me, you know, if someone said, give me $15 and I'll, you know, run the heater and I'll pay your electric bill for that much, I would do that. Because I'm sorry, but after getting rid of a fever, especially if you have to do work outside or, you know, something like that, and if it's one less major symptom that you have to deal with, and you can sort of deal with the rest with like constant asthma or whatever, I'm sorry, I'm taking it off. I've been sick enough times in my life to know it's not like it's working. And you know, it's not fucking witchcraft or something. It's logic. If you look up what, you know, how that all works, what your body does, and why you know, you don't have any appetite when you're sick, and you know why you get a fever, and you know, all that crap. If you look it all up, you'll realize why the heater thing works, or at least for me. So that's what I've been doing. I've been slowly working on getting stuff put away and set up. The clothes organizer was one of them, although it was in my room technically since I've moved here, because it was in the suitcase that I've been using the whole time. But you know, there's a lot of stuff that I can't do just because the amount of mind or the amount of effort I have to put into it. Like that box there, those boxes, and a bunch of stuff out there. There is no point in me going through while I'm sick. There is no way in hell I could do that. I can't even think about the way I'm getting a headache. Like seriously, because my fan cases are in in the top left box there. From my PC, when I had to get the new fans, or when I had to get the extra fans because my case only came with 3, and I had to get like 3 or 4. I literally I can't even think about those right now because it makes my head like expand. And because you're sick, you feel everything. Doesn't mean feelings are fake, so I'm guessing that's what's actually happening. So, yeah, that's not happening. There's been no barking from the dogs today. It's heaven on earth to not have to deal with them every 5 minutes. My dog has absurdly good eyesight. Like, we're talking like eagle eye eyesight. Like, it's actually that good. So he just sees shit, and he just smells shit from a literal mile away. And because we have 30 acres, you know, you can see a lot. And there's a lot that he can do. Like, he can run a full 30 acres practically across the property, and we can still see him because there's nothing impeding the vision. But, you know, he's still going after something, so he can feed it. But yeah, probably around the first one, but, you know, so, I'm feeling a bit better. Made pizza for dinner. We'll see how much I can have. Have milk too, so that my stomach doesn't get great. Got a cat literally watching TV with me. I don't know why, but she is. Mummy Returns. For the record, this is a Stars subscription thing, which I didn't need to get, but the remote literally slipped while I was behind my head, and my thumb trying to balance it out as the remote was slipping, ended up pressing the enter button. So, and it was on the confirm screen, which I don't know what two of them, but whatever. Thank God it was only $5. So I told my mom, I'm like, you're probably gonna get a Netflix charge for $5. I told her what happened, and I'm like, it could have been worse. She's been home for a while, but I'm watching the movie because I want to anyways, with a lot of questions. But I was about to press back button, like find something else to watch, promote slips. Okay. So yeah, that's that story. But I am trying to. I just got all the vlogs edited. And all that crap on the road next bit. I'm still not 100%, but 1 month of night sleep should considering how hard it is. But we'll see how it goes. Weather's fucked up.
So, I don't know what the hell is going on. I have not had any issues with this computer running-wise, aside from audio driver issues that I've had to, you know, roll back on, until now. And it's with Firefox. And it's a CPU, and the reason that I know it's not the GPU, which is what it says, is because it bounced around between things. The only time it shows is 100% Firefox and stays that way is when Firefox is actually not minimized. But I have nothing running on this computer. I have Firefox, Task Manager, MSI Center, and that's it. So I'm going to see what the hell the problem is, because this is obviously the reason why Davinci isn't running very well. Perplexed is probably an understatement, but hey, we can only try so much. Downside is this update's apparently going to take a while for me to implement. The upside is it is moving. What is with you, my friend? So, I'm just playing around with my Snake. I got the heater on. Again. It's on lower. It's only on 22. It's at 24.6 this time, but I am at the point where I have gotten enough of the phlegm out of my throat that apparently I have gagged, or I've triggered my gag reflex. So, now I just feel like throwing up, but it's not a high acid level, it's like a gag reflex throw up sort of thing. So if I cough hard enough, I might just up jump, which has happened twice already. So I just have a cup of milk, hopefully neutralize it a bit, but I ain't going to bed anytime soon, because as you can imagine, lying down doesn't make it any better. So I'm just playing with Mr. Slithers and trying not to be sick literally.
because I really don't like the smell or the feeling or the taste of that. I'm slowly catching up. I hate being sick. Have you ever been sick? I think that is a no. So, I'm trying to get through this video at least. I'm literally at the end of it. But the lag is still really bad, but I think I know why. So, and I think it's a problem with the program, so I'm going to restart the program after I get this particular clip done, so that I don't have to keep working on it, because I'm not going to want to do that. I just took 2 Advil to see if that'll help my sick-ishness, and my nose started running again. And we have Mr. Sneaky that's either watching the edit or he's just chilling. But he's a happy yappy. He's getting ready to shit. So I pleasantly there really is some almost heavy metal. So just to prove to you guys again, the whole point of me getting all of this stuff edited instead of just trashing it or uploading it with the title. So that is the folder I made for all the montage-based videos that were destined to be montaged and not just randomly entitled the most important or whatever. This is the one I just finished up, and that is 37 minutes 5 seconds long. The total amount of gameplay that I have gotten from it that is actually worth watching is 32 seconds. It's a very good 32 seconds, however. So you can see why I'm doing that. It's very easy to do when there's no lag, but at the same time, it's you know, it's usable. You turn trash into diamonds, into gold, literally. This is why I get pumped up for this shit. So I'm worse today. I don't know if I'll get better throughout the day or not, but I'm much worse today. It's worse outside too, which I don't like, even though it is early. I cannot get rid of my fucking cough. I'm gonna try to get these done, and the only reason that I moved my vape there is because I have an idea that if I can't get rid of the cough, I may be able to get it to go away with vaping, with the particles getting stuck in my throat and to all of the phlegm and stuff, and you know, that will come up through that. Probably the least healthy way to do it. It won't kill me. However, I'm dying anyways at the moment, and I've had plenty of experience with coughing. I'm not living through it more than I have to, especially when it feels like your tongue's being ripped out from the back. I'm sorry, but I draw a line somewhere. I didn't know if I was going to be totally cured yesterday or not, or after yesterday, because I have been doing so well. Well, apparently not. So it took me 10 minutes to get out of bed. I was so just, so I'm not doing well. Okay, so, and yes, I'm in a different room. I finally learned what hertz was, and I'm sorry, but it's easily one of the stupidest scientific measurements that there is, as far as something that sounds more complicated than it is, because it's incredibly simple. Oh boy. So, due to my cold, and apparently my consistent sneezing now, I have a cut in my right nostril, and it won't close, so I have a Kleenex stuffed in there right now. It was bleeding, and that's from a sneeze actually. I was blowing my nose and it started bleeding, and that was the third one, and now it won't stop. So, and it's not enough to go to the bathroom again. It's only about the 10,000th nosebleed I've ever had, so not really surprised. Don't really care. I'm like, yeah, what the hell? So, and I don't know what the hell he's doing up. He just woke up like a minute ago.
But I don't know why he's awake. It is 10 to 1. But I don't know why he's awake, because it's the middle of the day. You're supposed to be diurnal, mate. You're not supposed to just randomly choose your schedule. I really don't care. It's fine that he's awake right now. I have a companion. I am joking. So please do not shut up.
So one of the biggest pain in the asses about being sick is the amount of strength to lose. And the problem is, for me at least, is that because I have a palm rest for my keyboard, while I'm using my computer, and because, you know, my hand's sweaty, my skin's sticky and everything like that, I'm spending, you know, most of my day in bed. When I am using my computer, it's just straight up gripping the thing and just pushing it down. I've had my keyboard at this angle before, with my mic almost off the desk 3 times already in the last half hour. And it drives me nuts. But there's nothing I can do about it, so I just push it back and keep going.
This particular video is quite a bit longer than the others, but the last 2 videos didn't even have anything in them. So I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Either way,
Hey, big sweaty.
okay. So another little bit update on our Z's. We have now got 25 items in our recycling bin, and that's all the stuff from the edit folder. We now have all of the edited to be finally edited and you know, combined videos from clips from every video, or most of them, because there were a few of them that did just straight up everything. Still doesn't take up a lot of size. The biggest one is 5 GB, and the only one that's like that. So not the biggest, but sure as hell is there. So I'll live on. My brain is not functioning properly. So I've been taking breaks all day. I feel like I'm gonna have a freaking stroke. I'm not trying to do freestyle. And I have not had a very healthy day, so hopefully tomorrow will be a lot better. Hopefully I'll really get sleep. I think I can get this taco out. But I think all the fun and crap is finally starting to come up from the middle of my throat, so I might be able to get rid of it tonight easily. Especially the heaviness. I could really use the rest, because my body is just not functional. It's not working at this point. I'm only doing this one every day because it's very easy and I have to totally comprehend it right now. I realized I forgot to include the delete part. I don't know how all of this is a whole 42.5 gigabytes, but if you don't know what this is actually quite small. It just doesn't look like it. Because again, there's only one file that's 5 gigabytes, and that's the biggest one. And then there's only 2 files that are 4. Like, it drastically goes down, and there's only one that's 3, almost 4. Like, there's not that much here, so apparently there's 42 gigabytes and 25 items. Who would have guessed?
You guys probably can't see, but I'm just chilling with my cat, who is, yeah, you can't see anything. I just head better. I'm just watching YouTube and trying to not cough, which is sort of going off. I hate my life. And part of the reason I'm trying not to cough is because at the moment, if I do, there's a chance I'll throw up. So I can't try to get any phlegm out or anything because there's a 99% chance I'll throw up. That's insane. Sick. So I coughed up again, and a little less pleasant. But yeah, I can't eat comfortable. I'm going to get out of bed again. But I just say I'm better out of bed. If I didn't, what I mean to say is I'm about to get out of bed and do something, because
Being in bed ain't doing shit for me. You know what the stupid part about being sick is that you try to go to sleep at like, 6, you wake up at 8:30 or whatever, which is what happened to me. But then you're like, okay, it's bedtime, I'm gonna go to sleep. But it's only like 10. So I think it's finally after midnight. But it feels like it's been like 70 billion hours that I've been waiting for this. There's a chance I might objectify it when I try to sit up again. Because the compression of my stomach and all that, when I sit up from lying down, it forces the stuff up. So that's been a problem the last 3 days. Oh boy. The problem is my brain's not functioning really, obviously, so I can't really do a whole lot with life, which is why I'm just on YouTube and on Netflix. You can't really do anything else.
Okay, so I just got out of bed. I'm still having coughing issues, so I'm on Jolly Ranchers all day because those seem to sort of work. And as far as me doing anything with my throat goes, I can't do anything else. I got as much as I can out on my own. And at this point, I think that's like 1% phlegm that's left, and the rest is literally just the reflux or the muscle that's doing it. So the problem is that I am sort of worried about another nosebleed because every time I blow my nose, there's blood. So yeah. But apparently, let's see how true this is. Excuse indigestion, it makes me burp and stuff. So I just got up. And I'm sick. So my body does a lot of things when I get up. Oh god, it takes so fucking long for this to load. Mind you, it took a lot less time than it usually does. So I mean, Sniper Elite 5 and fucking Jesus Christ. Oh, because of that. I can't press on that update, apparently. So, for anyone that doesn't know, the up close and personal weapon skin pack for Sniper Elite 5 just launched, and being as, especially since it's the first one, I will be doing probably a short video on it, but this doesn't hurt. And what's it called? There's no content aside from weapons and skins, so that makes it a lot easier for me to do a video before then. For some reason, I just noticed this. Call of Duty is only 21.5 gigabytes. I'm sorry. Now, here's the thing, is that when the beta downloaded, or not when the beta, when the campaign downloaded, it did 2 updates. Or not updates, it did 2 installs. And it basically just piled another one on top of itself. So, something tells me that this is bugged. Like the campaign was. I mean, we'll find out, but holy mother of Christ. God, that's high. My phone's barely loading any pages on the Wi-Fi. Why the hell is Steam pulling 28 megabytes a second? And for everyone that thinks that's not high, for here, where I'm living, that's absurdly high. Not everyone has state-of-the-art Wi-Fi, especially when you can't where the hell I'm living. My God. That's ridiculous. Okay, so the amount of space that the SD5 update is taking up just loaded in Steam, it's fucking 35 or 30. How big is it? It's 34 gigabytes. Now, I had to actually check on this because I'm like, why the fuck is a weapon and skin pack 35 gigabytes? And it turns out there's more to it than just weapons and skins. So we have new supply cache with a free multiplayer map and two new weapons. Could be better than the last DLC weapons. And then we got the sub pen from the campaign. Interesting.
So I'm just chilling with the only cat that's inside right now. She came in when I was vacuuming what the other one out. And I'm about to watch Netflix while I wait for the city of Vancouver to be available. Because they have the wrong number for a parking ticket. Because it ain't me. And I believe it's me. And it's not a scam. So I am trying to get that figured out. So it's going to wait. By the time, no buying gas,
So the power just went out for about 10 seconds as usual. After the wind stopped, of course, because that's just how it works here. And I have this screen when my computer restarted. It turned itself off automatically after it restarted, and then it did it again, and I don't really know what the hell is.
You know, I'm gonna press under setup because I'm assuming I don't want to press the computer. But I'm hoping my shit wasn't wiped. I'm hoping I didn't lose anything. I know it has to restart after that, but please go to white. Thank you.
It's not my old PC, I don't think I ever had that screen, which is why I'm a bit worried at the moment.
Yeah, well, obviously thing with the wiped off the game drive, because that's where...
Not my name, by the way. That's where all that shit was. Not the first time I've had a blue screen for that. All my apps are still here, thank you. And then the wind comes up. So what, the wind's stormy all day, it stops for 10 minutes, power goes out, and then it starts being windy again. What I want to know is what the fuck happened. Because I really don't know, because everything seems to be fine.
So it's finally after 1 fucking p.m. a.m. Oh my god, I even had that planned and it was p.m. in my head. Oh my god. This is why I haven't come out of bed yet. I'm actually bored right now. I've gotten probably 3 hours of sleep this evening, from like 8 to 11, because I just died, but I can't manage to do anything different. I even told Vortex, because we talked until we both went to bed, and that was at like, 8:30, and I'm like, being that I'm so dead right now, I'll probably just wake up later, hope I feel not like crap, and get all the editing and stuff done, and the video done for tomorrow. I don't think that's gonna happen. Still gonna try, because if I'm bored and not tired right now, then it just means I'll get less sleep after this time, which means I'll have more time in the morning and middle of tomorrow to get everything done. So I'm gonna have at least a day checked out. So I do have some brain left. I have no short-term memory. I don't know what it is about this cold or sickness or whatever, but I have 0 short-term memory. Like, we're talking half a second, not even close. I'd give something else like 5-second short-term memory right now. But I can't do anything about the cough either, because I'll clear my throat and everything, and then it'll just come back like 30 minutes later, and I can't seem to fight it past it. I don't want to cry. Who knows, maybe water's the key. I have been drinking. See, I'm talking like I'm tired or half asleep, but I assure you I'm 100% awake. My brain just isn't working. And it's been like this whole day practically, which is why I've spent most of it in bed, or not doing much, just because my brain is not working. You know what's hilarious is the fact that, despite my talking a bitch, still, the fact that I am a fish, I think my fever broke, because, today it's so cold, because for some reason I've been unable to maintain my body temperature at a sustainable rate a whole day, and it's been pissing me off. I can't have the window open because I'll be too cold. For those of you who don't know, it's the end of fucking October, so it's freaking freezing outside even during the day. So if I have the window open at all, it's freezing. If I have any heat on, or any heat trap somewhere, I'm boiling. And, it seems like a normal temperature. I guess the thing is that I know for a fact that it is cold. Because I know what cold and too hot and all that crap feels like, so I'm pretty sure my fever broke. The problem is it's a pain in the ass. I'm just getting ready to export all the combined video for the big vlog that's freaking total before Modern Warfare 2 comes out, and I'm like, I should probably record an outro because somebody tells me I'm gonna be up all night, and I may as well, put to use stuff I'm which so far is proving impossible because my brain is slowly becoming more functional, but it's been like 20 minutes at a time, which is kind of technically pointless. So I started by going through some recent photos on my phone and deleting what I didn't need, and we'll see how it. I don't know. Most likely, my mom can get my wallet because it's at the coast, and I'm a genius idiot that forgot it there, literally. But the reason I forgot it there is so understandable. I'm not even mad, but I do need it because I need to verify my age on a couple things and my identity on a couple things. I'm like, I don't have my ID. So I've been letting that stuff hang. But we'll see how things go. I'm also going to be having a nice shower today because while my body is not disgusting, I probably need to steam, and I can't really think of a better place to throw up. I'm sorry, but I've been sick so many times in my life that I probably prefer the bathtub out of everything, just because you're not facing it. And you're standing up all things, you don't have to worry about missing the bowl because you're in the stupid bowl. But I'm trying to get more hydrated because I know I have a problem with that. Probably why my voice is still done. I'm joking from the coughing. But I'm gonna keep fucking around and see if I can find a way to make myself better. Okay, so it is 3:44 a.m. on launch day for COD. And my stomach is now as sore as if I had been throwing up for a good hour. And the muscles or whatever between my my head and where they go down my neck, they're tensed up a bit, which I don't like, and I can't stop the fucking coughing. I'm literally gonna be up all night. I also, just for the hell of it, I tried moving my desk chair into my room. Yeah, that didn't fucking work. Apparently, even with the fucking shelf moved at the end of the hall, my chairs don't fit. And for anyone that's asking, that knows the situation, why didn't I just take the arms off? Because it's a desk chair that has, like 2.5 inch wide armrests on the sides. The reason that I have not taken those off is because the idiot that made the chair fucking put like when you get furniture at a store and and you like build it or whatever, you get customers on you build it, and it comes with like a patch to the top that sort of looks like a dome that sort of has like a cylinder part that screws on top or whatever, so that it's solid there. That is what basically got put into the two screw, I'm guessing, holes on either side of the armrest, because there's two on each side. The problem is that whatever idiot put those in fucking drilled them or something, because I shit you not, I injured myself a bit over a year ago when I tried to undo them the first time because I wasn't going to use them, or because I had to move the chair. I can't remember which one it was, and I actually ripped my thumb open using a flathead or a drill or something. I can't remember what the hell I was using, but I couldn't get it open. I actually hurt myself, and that's when I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm not doing this again. And that took a couple weeks to heal. And I, like, it was, and where the screwdriver or the drill or whatever got me, which for the record I wasn't using a drill at, I do believe it was a flathead. Probably just use a drill to keep the stick apart. Problem is I don't know how deep they are, so I don't want to with the screw. The problem is that where the flathead sort of went when when it hit my thumb was right under the nail. So it hurt like a fucking bitch. Anyone that's lost a fingernail before, which unfortunately I have, and I was young when I did it, I was in grade 5. Yeah, that it's not like, no, you don't. That's not something you want to experience. So when you hit those sort of roots and those nerves and stuff, you sort of want to just chop the end of your thumb off and just call it a day. At least in mind, it is not something that I would wish to experience again. I would rather break my arm a third time actually, and I mean that. So chair ain't coming in yet. I might pull out one of the hole drill bits for the drill and use that to get the thing off, but it ain't fucking coming out without a power tool or something. But the problem is that this chair is fucking breaking. and I'll show it in either the next video or in the end of this one, just how much I've broken it using it for 2 weeks, sitting at my desk. I've done nothing heavy or stupid to it. Keep that in mind. You'll be shocked at how much I've broken it. And for the record, I've been using the same folding chair for about 7-8 years. No issues. So, So I'm guessing I need a lot of rest because it's 12:32. I'm just waking up again. I'm going to sleep 4 times today. I haven't done anything yet today. And I'm trying to not be tired. I don't know why I'm tired, or this tired, or something, but I'm just kidding.
Okay guys, I'm up. I've been outside, fed the horses, filled the water halfway because of the hour and the fact that I really do not have to wait for another 5 minutes for the fill the rest away. And it's late enough now. Oh, look at that. It's 1:14, 1:13. I feel like crap. For some reason I couldn't get to sleep last night, so I ended up sleeping way the fucking woke up like 5 times. Not happy about it. I'm up now, and I'm gonna try to get all this done, get the SE5 video done, all before the fucking hockey game starts. Worst case scenario, I work on it during intermissions. So, you know, not the end of the world. The problem is those are only 20 minutes long. But I am hoping to get everything done, dishes, my room cleaning, all that crap, which should be very easy to do. But because I feel like crap, and because every time I move I still have a pain to some degree, especially when I'm sitting talking, I can't exactly do a whole lot. So that's why I haven't done it yet. Is because I can't physically I cannot stand looking at food, and I cannot stand for any, decent length of time. But I don't have my mom do it when she gets home because it is mostly mine, and it's been there for like a week and a half. The only reason it hasn't been done in that week and a half is because I've been sick, so I haven't been able to. Hey, plenty of people might be able to do all this totally fine when they're sick. I can't. When I get sick, I get fucking death-ridden. This one was a bit better. I don't know why, but it was. So it's easier for me to get over. But usually I'm like better than for 2 fucking weeks. So, and that's for a basic cold. They just annihilate me. So I don't want her to have to do them, but she will understand if she does have to. That's the funny part, because we have no dishes. Or basically none. We do have a couple left, but that's sort of it. But I hold sickness accountable for that one, because otherwise it would have been double because I haven't used a whole lot since I've been sick. Most of them need to do before I got sick. I'm gonna make this the last vlog clip, and then work and see what happens, and hopefully